I'm gonna do right now a quick rundown of what we've gotten so far from E3. We're gonna discuss what we've got so far. Um, Take a look at the couple of decent announcements from Square Enix, because from what I've heard, Square Enix is really bad. So I'm not even gonna go and bother with most of it. I already checked out what I wanted to find, and I'll look at those. Just see what they're talking about there, and then I'm gonna go and do some predictions for Nintendo, Capcom. Not too much on Capcom, but I'm at least do it for Nintendo and Bandai Namco, especially Smash. 'Cause I'm also include a Smash part in here. So first up, let's take a quick look at what we got in order for the ones that I watched. I'm not gonna bother with the other ones because I don't care that much. So in terms of the first one, which was Games Fest 2021. We had a number of decent announcements, one of which, of course, was the trailer for Tales of Arise. This, I think, I mean, it's not going to be the final trailer, but it does introduce the final two characters. I knew we had to have more characters because we only had seen 4 so far. And for a long time, we only knew about 2. We only knew about Shion and Alphen. But now we have the remaining 4 characters. Well, I don't know any of their names. In the past, I knew a lot more about Tales games in advance, but this one, I don't know much about in advance, and I kind of like that. I kind of like not knowing what's going on into it. So I can just play the game myself when it releases and just enjoy it. And one thing I have heard, though, is that some people don't like the character designs, which I can't say I blame them. The character designs are kind of mixed for me. I like her design a lot. Really like her design. Alphen and Shion kind of look iffy to me. This character is obviously a bad guy. The other one is... Just begun. Where is he? All right. Here is it him? I'm not even sure where they all are here. Oh, here he is. This is the other new guy. These two are the new ones announced. These two were known before. Looks like she's got a book. He's got a staff. She's like a knight, of course. So she's got a big old shield here. I don't see her other weapon. It could be a spear or a sword. He's got a sword, of course. So maybe I think he's probably gauntlets. Is what it looks like. I think he's gauntlets. Oh, my cursor isn't showing. Okay, so the girl on the right, she's using a tome. The girl on the left, she's a knight with a giant shield. The second guy from the left, the redhead, he's clearly using a staff. Oddly enough, Shan's got a gun. What the heck is that up with? Alphen, right in the middle, of course, he's the main protagonist. He's got this nice sword. I believe that he got from Shion. I think this other guy here at the end, at the second from the right, I think he's a brawler of some sort, but I'm not sure. But here's the full cast of Tales of Arise. They look okay to me. I mean, the Tales casts are generally mixed. You don't often get good with it to get into them until you play through the game and start to experience their storylines. But the game itself, the graphics, the gameplay, everything looks really nice. I like the open world aesthetic to it. I think the battles are just like, I think the battles are just you walk up to enemies and you fight them. I don't think that there's a battle transition in this game, is what it looks like to me. So we'll delve into this again because Tales of Arise could lead into something else later on. But Tales of Arise was one of my highlights from the Summer Games Fest. I'm legit surprised they showed that off here. Summer Games Fest didn't have a whole lot going on for it because it basically just had a whole bunch. Most of it is stuff we already knew about. A lot of indie stuff. Oh yeah, Among Us was in it for some reason. Showing off some new game modes. That's a cool part of it. It showed us a new game mode, hide and seek, and it also showed off I think it briefly showed off 15 players, but it also showed off two new roles. One of which is actually the sheriff, which is that was a modded role. So they made the mod a real thing now. I don't think it's be exactly the same as the mod version, of course, because but I'm surprised they kept the name. So overall, there wasn't that much in Summer Games Fest, but they did end on a big highlight, that being Elden Ring, which looks like a Dark Souls game, which isn't too shocking. I guess it's from Software and published by Bandai Namco. But that's the weird thing with that's the really weird thing with this, because Bandai Namco had 3 big announcements during this whole presentation, and it's like they have their own presentation later too. What the heck is going on? Where are they else gonna show it at their presentation? I mean, I guess they'll probably re-show these, of course, Elden Ring and Tales of Rise, but there's some interesting stuff going on that might happen later on. The Ubisoft presentation was pretty bad until the Mario Rabbids reveal at the end, which was leaked by Nintendo. Okay, so with Mario plus Rabbids, we've got most of the returning characters. The only ones that are not returning, as far as we can tell, are Yoshi and Rabbid Yoshi. It did look like we weren't getting Rabbid Mario back yet, but we finally seen him. He is on the official artwork. It's just not the zoomed in one we saw. And he shows up in right here. Here's Mario Rabbid right here. So this 7th character here is a new one. I think he's like some sort of, I'm guessing he's some sort of Koopa, but it's also an edgelord because he's got this giant sword. Like, what is up with this guy? He's clearly playable because he's a protagonist that joins you, but I don't know what's with him. I'm guessing he's some sort of Koopa, because that's what his hair resembles, is a Koopa type design, but it's green and black instead of the usual Koopa hairstyles. He's definitely not like a Bowser Koopa or whatever. He's not a Bowser Rabbit or something. But I do think he's probably inspired by a Koopa, in my opinion. But maybe he's not. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure where he's coming in. And I think we've also got a new one in Rabbid Rosalina. I think the final character here is actually Bowser himself. They have not shown in the official artwork. We do not see Bowser the weapon, and we don't even see the final character at all. So I think that we do have the final character. I think it's Bowser. I think it's Bowser's the final character, and they're keeping him. They're not fully showing off because they're trying to spoiler tag him, basically. They're trying to say, yeah, Bowser's the final character, but we're not gonna say it's Bowser just yet. But I think it's Bowser who's the final character. It looks to be, if Rosa is gonna be playable in this one, I think she would have been in there already. So what I feel like is gonna happen is that they're gonna do the same they did last time. They'll have a DLC that with a new storyline, but Rosalie will be added as a playable character, and this time she'll just be part of the main cast instead of being a separate cast. That's my guess, is that the DLC will expand there'll be a DLC campaign to expand the existing roster and add in Rosalina. And here's the coming 2022. So this is next year, interesting enough. That's the full cover box of the game and art and everything. The box art looks really nice, actually. Funny enough, we didn't see Bowser at all. We see the Sparks, we see all the main characters. We didn't see Bowser though. We saw the antagonists too. Okay, so this was basically the one decent thing that came out of Ubisoft. Everything else was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was really badly paced too. There was one, I mean, some of the games were kind of interesting to me, a small scale, but it's mostly just a bunch of shooters or online games or ongoing games. That's just kind of boring. I don't care about those things a lot. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people felt that same way. In general, people agree that Xbox had the best lineup, and it had the best ending too. Yeah, they literally like all the it looks like a refrigerator memes, and now they actually create a real refrigerator based on the design of the Xbox One. What the heck? The Xbox Series X. What the heck is this? This is ridiculous. But okay, overall though, Xbox was really, really good. They were well paced. Xbox did a great job here with well pacing all their announcements. They had a lot of good announcements for this year. They only focused for a longer period of time on 3 games. The 3 games were Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, both which are coming this holiday season. Forza Horizon is November. Halo Infinite was not given a time frame, so I think it's going to be December. I think Halo Infinite is going to be released in December, so it gives a month after Forza Horizon 5. And the other major game is, what was at the start? The other major game that they showed off for an extended period of time was shown off at the start, and I can't remember the game. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I thought it was some sort of shooter game though. But they also showed a bunch of other stuff like Battlefield 2042, which that looked pretty interesting because it's a massive open battlefield. That covers a much larger area. There's 25 players, something like that. I don't know, but it was really impressive looking. Um, Forza Horizon 5 looks photorealistic as well. Of course, there's no NPCs, so it makes sense. Because there's no NPCs around, they're able to make it look more realistic. So yeah, Ubisoft was not good. Was not good at all. There was only one decent reveal in it. The Summer Games Fest was okay. It was a lot better than most. It was a decent start to E3 season, I guess. But it still had a lot of problems with it because it wasn't the best pace, and there was a lot of stuff that's not related to games at all. So that's the lineup so far. But then Square Enix came out earlier, and I did not see these trailers yet. I did not see these trailers, so I'm gonna watch them right here. But as far as I've seen, Square Enix was really bad. It was really poor. They spent half the thing working on just Guardians of the Galaxy, and the game doesn't look good from what I've heard. Okay, well, this is the final reveal of the presentation. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission.
Team Ninja.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
I only know one thing. I want to kill chaos. I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. Thirst.
Move aside! You're dust!
You sure chaos is here?
Yeah, they can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the Shrine of Chaos. He's here. We just have to hunt him down.
Feel the pain!
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt.
Die already!
This does look like a Final Fantasy game. That's all I have to say.
There was a knight who left on the same journey as you, but never returned. His name was Garland. If you could, I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Chaos.
Oh, look, it's Garland, finally. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was gonna be Garland, but...
I'll crush you! Know when you're beaten!
And who are you? We're here to kill chaos.
The prophecy's very own Warriors of Light.
Real.
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold.
It's Garland!
No. I become chaos.
Okay. What was that? I mean, I've heard people describing it as Dark Souls Final Fantasy, which I guess it kind of looks like that. Don't even know what to think about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is something I would want to play personally. Okay, so Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. This does not look like a Final Fantasy game. That's what I had to say here. And if they were, I don't mind them keeping, changing giving the characters more specific designs, but can't you at least kind of make them follow the original designs? Like, give the Warrior of Light a face, but use the armor from like the Dia games. Use the other classes as the base for their characters, but give them more unique designs. That would be, and why is there only 3 of them too? Would this be 4 Warriors of Light? That was obviously Princess Sarah talk, I think. And we still have guards, so we still have most of those, but like they're trying to develop the Wars light a little bit. Looks like that did. I don't know. I don't like the look of that, to be honest. And it's by Koei Tecmo Games, which is that's interesting. Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja. Okay, so yeah, I want to watch this one as well. It's The First Soldier, but I think it's a mobile game, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. It's like a looter shooter Final Fantasy game. Oh, it is mobile. Yeah, it is mobile. Okay, so yeah, that's another downer there. This is something we knew about already, and in fact, this one over here, Stranger of Paradise, found its origin. This has been leaked for a while now. It's been known. This one has been known to be in existence. The fact that they're doing a Dark Souls style Final Fantasy game, so that's not actually new per se, but I didn't like the end result. And this one was announced before, but we got a little bit of footage, and it's basically a literature Final Fantasy game, and it looks meh. This is probably the only good announcement in the entire presentation, and we already knew about it. Well, this is the one that appeals to me. I'll buy this game more than likely. I've got this on PS3 for download, but I want to get the remaster and play that instead. So this is the opening cinematic for the game. That's pretty nice. I know that the game involves a lot of various alternate storylines. Heck, even the Dragon Lord appears in this game. Yeah, so this game is you actually put the world together. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, where you place the parts of the I think that's the map's pretty straightforward, but you place each location on the map yourself as sort of rebuilding the world type of thing. So you pick either the boy or the girl as your protagonist. I think both of them are unnamed too. I mean, it's similar. It looks like they have the same design. It looks like they have straightforward designs though, so it's not unlike the original Secret of Mana, where they have straightforward designs. But okay, yes, PS4, Switch, and Steam. I'll get on Switch for sure. But unlike this is Legend of Mana, but unlike Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana, this is not a full remake. There's more of a it's kind of more of a remaster. So this one, it keeps the original overall graphical style to it, but they touched it up and made it look a lot nicer. I think they may have redrew it too, but they didn't actually make it in full 3D like they did for Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana, probably because this game wasn't quite as popular as those two. And now here's the last one, and this one could have been a really, really good reveal. I did see this one. This is the thing I knew about, and I found about this early on. And I was like, okay, that's really cool. We got the 6 original games coming to modern consoles and modern platforms. That's the original Final Fantasy. Looks like they didn't actually show the remaster, so they only showed the original designs. Yeah, these are all the original designs, not the remasters. We've already got all the almost all their games on Switch as is. And other platforms too. 1 through 6. That's really cool. That's like a anthology. Steam Mobile. That's it. Steam Mobile. That's ridiculous. That should have been on Switch, PS4, PS5.